Alrighty, here we go. Starting first tonight, we got Keith Hartley. Behind him, Alexander Pelican, William Brennan, third, Ryan Depew, fourth, Reed Jackson, fifth, Nick Gardner, sixth, Brian Edwards, seventh. Oh, whoops, I have the broadcast on. I need to exit out of that. Garrett Humlinger, eighth, Rex Hyder and Adam Tips have not qualified, so those could flip-flop back and forth. It looks like Adam's going to start ninth, Rex 10th, but that's just the way it's showing right now. Okay. We're getting ready to go green here any second. See if I can get one of these cars. Should be going green any minute here. About 2 minutes, we should be going green. Quality good, everyone here. Next week, we have a doubleheader at Sonoma. Should be a good race. Tonight is Throwback night. It's the Kansas 222 Throwback. Should be a good race. Not many cars, but should make for a good race. Exciting, fun. Should be going green here any second. Sorry. I thought we were closer to green. Come on, pace car. Any second here. Let's go. 850 here. We should be going green. But how are you guys this day today while we wait to go rate the grid and roll off and get ready? Looks like we could be delayed a second. Which... Here we go, and we are ready to start. Starting tonight on the pole is number 23. 23. Keith Hartley. Outside him, Alexander Pelican. And it's good that we finally got the paint schemes to work, and it'd be cool to see the nice throwbacks. Should be fun to see these out here. Nice marble throwback. We'll go chopper until we go green, for a couple of laps, until we can settle out the battle. Should be a good race, though. One to green. Yep. One to green. As the pace truck comes off pit road. And we are off.
Green, green, green.
Keith Hartley takes a little bit of a lead, but Alexander Pelican has a run on the outside. We should see. Keith Hartley is able to keep it down on the bottom, but Alexander does a crossover move. And he looks like he's going to take the lead away from Keith. I know we weren't very long into the run, but he does take it. Everything falls back. Oh, we got someone into the wall. Who is that in third? Brennan. Hopefully that doesn't mess up his car. Let's check that out. Oh, we got another one in the wall. William Brennan. Alexander Pelican still sitting in the lead. Sorry, we had to go check out that hit in the wall. It didn't look like it was going to be good, but we have stayed green, and it didn't look like he did too much damage to the car, so should be good. Nope, wrong camera. Let's be able to see. He does have about almost a second lead on Keith Hartley. Kansas is a real hard track to pass here. It's very aero tight, is what I've been told. Really hard to... Track position is really key. Sorry. Brian Edwards has moved himself all the way up to fourth. Keith Hartley still sitting in second. Nick Gardner sitting third in that nice yellow Pennzoil machine. Looking good. Garrett moved himself all the way up to fifth. Adam has moved his way up to sixth. He kind of showed up here last second, so that's cool. Reed Jackson, 7th. William Brennan, 8th. And Ryan Depew. And then nice... Oh, but he's coming on. Oh, no, he's not. I thought he was coming to pit road. That nice green-orange Logitech machine, but he is sitting one lap down at the moment. We're 7 laps of 148. I'm not sure what pit strategy here is. I'm not sure. But I was told... I want to think they said 3 extra sets of tires tonight. That could play into strategy that they're not used to. As well as I was told there is a bonus if you win the pole, lead the most laps, and win the race. So, we shall see. Exciting. He's getting close to that wall, though. $148 laps here seems like a lot, but it's going to go by quick. Probably be about an hour and 15 minutes when these cars are there. Doing about 200 mile an hour around this track. It is really different here, though, how you run this car compared to the ARCA car that I'm used to running. So that's cool. Have you guys know anyone that's into iRacing? We're trying to get more cars out here. We're having not a fielding issue. It's a first-year league, but if you guys know anyone that's into iRacing, we're looking to build these fields into 17, 18-car fields. So if you know anyone, send them our way, and we'd be glad to have them. Alexander Pelican stretched his lead out to 1.67 seconds and climbing steadily. Oh. Come on, camera. Keith Hartley still sitting second in that beautiful marble machine. Nick Gardner sitting third, but chasing him down in the Pennzoil machine. Brian Edwards still sitting fourth, with Garrett Helminger hard on his tail, chasing him down. Adam Tips sitting sixth. Quite a bit of traffic back here for the 6th, 7th, and 8th position. Looks like Reed Jackson on the inside trying to make a pass on Adam Tips for the 6th position, but Adam, he's not laying down. He's putting up a fight for it. William Brennan in this beautiful Havoline car. Looks nice. And where is he? None other than Ryan Depew. Such a great car off of Days of Thunder. That's one of my favorite out here tonight. I'm in between on my favorite throwbacks tonight, but Days of Thunder, I love that car. Back up to the leader, Alexander Pelican, who now has a 3-second lead on Keith Brentley. And stretching. Sorry. Trying to figure something out. I think one thing I said, I know they got 3 extra sets of tires, but I'm thinking that's what they said. So if I'm a driver, I'm trying to strategize. I mean, how long do I go on a set of tires? Pit stop strategies. Try to figure that out. Last week, we did a double header, 100 laps apiece at Iowa, and we went caution free. That's pretty impressive. I know we are missing some drivers tonight. Some didn't have the track. Field's not as good as he usually is and big, but that's all right. We're a new league, so we'll get it figured out. But if you're here, comment your favorite throwback you've seen. We'd love to see that. Come back here to that exciting battle for 6th and 7th I was telling you about just a minute ago. And Adam has been able to stretch out the lead on Reed Jackson a little bit. He's not under fire as much as he once was. Unfortunately, Adam is the only one that doesn't have a throwback tonight. There we go. Garrett is sitting 4th. He did get around Brian Edwards, so was that a pit strategy? Let him by? Not sure. We missed it. But it does look like Keith Hartley has slimmed into this lead. I mean, Alex, like I said, he was sitting 3 seconds in front. Looks like Keith was taking it down to 1.7. So, I mean, still a pretty big lead by Alexander Pelican, but he is chipping into it. Oh, and we got a caution. Oh, and it's our leader! Oh, we got to go back and watch this. What happened? Oh, it just looks like... Oh, he just gets loose. But it doesn't look like it did too much damage to this car. But these cars, they're so... The steering, I mean, you touch them just a little bit, they get knocked out. So does he got to go in and use a fast repair? That'll be interesting to watch. Had a 1.72 second lead and just loses it. That's unfortunate. But new leader, Keith Hartley. It's our first caution in 229 laps. I want to see if he has to use a fast repair. Oh, isn't exciting. We'll see if any of these guys beat each other off pit road, shake up the field a little bit. Does William? Ooh. Ooh, new leader. Who beat? Who was that? Nick Gardner is going to be your new leader, I think. Beats all of them off pit road, which is huge. But that could be. I mean, did William Brennan have to use his fast repair? Does he have to be a little bit more cautious now? I mean, so all things to consider. Alex is a little bit of an aggressive driver, so does he have to back it up a little? Because I don't know if he had to use his faster pair. I'm not thinking. I mean, I don't think it did any damage, but it could have done some steering damage. I don't know.
We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
Garrett's in the yellow submarine, I guess. Thanks, Garrett. And looks like we come around this time, we'll have one to go. Ryan Depew will get his wave around. This is what I'm thinking, because he is now back on the lead lap. When we come around next time, we'll be going back green. One to green. That is what's happening. Ryan Depew will get his wave around. I don't think. I'm not sure why we start single file in this league, but I'm not sure. Let's look at that nice Pennzoil machine. It's looking good. One to green, so when the pace car gets off. Go to chopper mode, and the pace car is off. Should be. Nick Gardner is off. Going into turn one. Garrett is on his tail. Well, that did shake things up. Keith Hartley, who was your second place driver, is now sitting third, and your first place driver before, Alexander Pelican, sitting fourth, which shuffled up the whole field a little bit. We got a pretty exciting battle here for the lead. Garrett Hellminger up top, Nick on the bottom, but it is kind of hard to decipher these cars because they're both yellow, so if I mix them up, apologies. Garrett on the inside makes a move for the lead, takes it over. Another crossover. We'll see. Nick takes the lead back over. I knew Nick wasn't going to roll over and just let Garrett take it. If he's going to get it, Nick's going to make him fight for it. And that could be all she wrote. Looks like things are going to settle down a little bit here more, but these cars just get crazy runs. I mean, it's the draft. You just get a big run off these cars, and well, it looks like Nick is going to take sole position in the lead, so we'll see.
You want to do this?
But Garrett's not letting down. He's trying to fight for it. He's trying to give this all she wrote. He's going high, he's going low, he's trying to get it, but it's just, you got to get the run just right. And he could get him on this run down the backstretch, but Nick went where he wanted to go. He knew it. This cars just have such a arrow push that if you lose it that first time, you're done. Especially because now Nick knows Garrett's line where he's better. Nick's going to take that away from him and just give him just that little bit better of a run that Garrett wants but Nick needs. Alexander Pelican, though, has moved back into the third place position, and he is climbing. He wants it bad. Brian Edwards sitting in fourth. Keith Hartley fifth. William Brennan sixth. Reed Jackson seventh. Adam Tips eighth. And Ryan Depew ninth. Come back up to your leader. Which looks like the battle has calmed down a little bit. Sat a card for 6 hours today, so sitting in this chair hurts. That card does look good. I do like all these throwbacks, and I do like Throwback Week. It's one of my favorite weeks. Still got over 100 laps left of this race. And the gap now is almost half a second, so excuse me. Almost a second now on our second place driver, Garrett. But Alexander Pelican is really climbed. I mean, he started fifth, coming back up to the third place position after a wreck like that. But he's probably got to be a little bit more careful now that happened. So excuse me. I think, I don't know, man. Strategy could win this race. I mean, a pit. I don't know if Nick, maybe you take two tires, you just have a better pit stop. Did one of them mess up? Because he wasn't the first on pit road, so. And he did beat out the dude with the first pit box, so. Not really sure what happened there, but all I know is he did come out first, and that's all that matters. Oh, what happened to Kirby? Or Keith Hartley, sorry, I don't know why I said Kirby. He left, though. Got Reed and Bryan, and they got a pretty good battle, or Reed and Brennan got a pretty good battle right here, so could be a crossover move waiting to happen. We'll see, but he is right on his tail, and he's wanting that position. Could be a good battle right there for that. We'll come back to that. Bryan, though, he's sitting fourth, and he wants that position bad. Alexander Pelican sitting third, and he almost caught the wall when we panned on to him. He is a really aggressive driver. Fights for every position. Garrett sitting second. Back to your leader, Nick Gardner, who has really stretched this lead out now. Almost at 2 seconds. Oh, we might have a wreck. Pit. Now, doesn't... Oh, yeah, Adam lost the whole front wing. What happened there? Trying to figure out what happened here. Oh, he just collapsed the wall, unfortunately. Oh, that's a violent wreck. Damn, that's shitty. Does Adam come out? Does he come out of the pits? Or just stay? I think Adam's done. I think Adam called it a night. But I do know he's got to go to work soon, so. That's unfortunate for Adam, but that's rough. Reed's now down 2 laps, so we got 6 cars on the lead lap, starting with Reed Jackson. Trying to find this. What one of these throwbacks originates from, but I couldn't find it. Not sure what this throwback is, but maybe Garrett just made his own, I'm not sure. Bryan has stretched that lead out, though, from Reed Jackson. He has secured that position, so that's good for him. I know he needs a good points tonight. He got his new monitor today. I know he said in the Discord, so I'm sure he's excited. Got his lights and everything, so visual should be a little bit better for him. So that's cool. And back on to our leader. Garrett has closed that gap just a little bit, under less than a second now. So was Garrett saving a little bit, trying for a pit strategy? Yeah, I'm not sure, but all I know is he did close that gap down just a little bit. Yeah, under less than a second. It's about 0.7 of a second now, so. Yeah. We do the math here. Let's see how much more to halfway. About 74 minus 67. We got about 7 more till we're halfway in. So there was a caution at lap 28. So do they split it and come down, or do they go another 10, 15 laps? I mean, because they have 3 extra sets. I'm splitting it. Maybe twice. I mean, 74. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, do you go 39 laps on a set? I'm not sure of the strategy out here. I don't know how these cars feel on old tires. I don't know if earlier when Alexander caused a caution, if it was because he just was loose, or he's setting it in a little too deep. I'm not really sure what caused that. But people are pitting now, so that seems to be the consensus, that they're going to try to split it and try to get on opposite strategy of our leaders. But our leaders, oh, now Adam did bring it back out. He's down pit road once again. I thought he was done, but looks like he didn't give up, so nice. Got 2 more to go to the halfway point here, which Nick Gardner has now searched this lead out to over 2 seconds, so he's really putting that pedal in the metal now. And he is about, I don't know. William Brennan just came down for tires, but how much do those tires mean? I mean, and Nick brings it down pit road, and looks like Garrett is too, so that does look like the lead will be passed over.
Bounced off the wall, turned
Garrett bounced off the wall, so how much damage did that do? I mean, doesn't look like it. I mean, I didn't see a bounce, but due to pit strategy, it looks like William Brennan is taking over the lead. He is the only one on the lead lap yet to pit yet, so when this cycles out, looks like Nick Gardner will be our leader once again, with Garrett hot on his trail. So can Garrett make a move due to this lap traffic? But it does look like Reed Jackson is going to lay over and come to pit road. And I guess I'm mistaken. Yep. Actually, I was right. Yeah, I thought so. Nick Gardner does take over the lead once again. For some reason, my overlay was telling me Alexander Pelican was in the lead. Here we go on the... Just can't get a run. Nick seems to know where to get in Garrett's line and take it away, but could Garrett... That's what Garrett needs to do. He needs to figure out what Nick... Yeah. Garrett's just gonna get... I just don't think Garrett's as fast as Nick, unfortunately, but he has the short-term speed. I just think Nick is better on the long run. I think Nick has the better long-run car, but I don't know. We'll see. Does Garrett fight back, and does he prove me wrong? Here we go. Or is this part of a strategy, just try to wear Nick's tires out? And here we go. And Garrett does take possession of the lead for just a second. Oh, and Nick's going to come back and fight on the inside. So, see this from a cockpit view. I mean, this has got to be a good run. It's hard to see, though. I mean, these cars have such big blind spots, it's hard to see when you get a run. I mean, do you take it? Woo! That right there is unfortunately going to be, I think, Garrett's demise. I think Nick's going to run with that and take it, unless he gets in his draft. But, oh, we'll see. Unfortunately, I just think Garrett wore up the tires a little bit, and Nick's going to take the lead, like I said. But it was a good battle there for a second. I mean, I thought Garrett had him, but Nick just has that long run speed, I think, that Garrett's car just can't get. But he could be putting me wrong. I mean, he's pulling up on him now. He's going to have a good run. Oh, but he needs to go down low with him to keep that draft. I think that's where he's messing up. But it's his line, so it's working. But I think if he went down low with him, he would continue to pull up on him in the corner. I think that's where he's just slightly not being able to keep this run. Because he is getting to him. He's getting to his corner. He just needs to be able to fall in with this draft. There we go, Garrett on the outside. Can he make a move? Can he make a pass? It's just that inside line is just that much quicker. But, he's just... Like, what I'm saying here is when he goes into the corner, so Nick's going to come up high. I think Garrett needs to come down low and fall him into the corner, and he'll get a better run off the corner. He'll have better corner exit speed. But I think Garrett's just a lot quicker up top, so I think that's why he's staying up top. But he needs to try something different to make a move. Some lap cars could play into traffic here, though, so... We'll see, because now Alex Pelican is coming into the question. And Garrett is going to use the lap car as a pick. And, he's going to take the lead, but can he keep it? I mean... Garrett has not been a stranger to the lead. He just can't keep it when he gets it. So he uses that lap car as a pick. Now I think what needs to happen is Nick's going to try to work the outside like Garrett was, but I think Garrett needs to go down low and steal Nick's line because that's where Nick is quicker. So I think Garrett needs to switch up his line because Nick has the faster long run car. Or he has to this, I mean... But Alexander Pelican is back. So, 3 top cars tonight. All in battle. But does Nick, you see what I mean? When Nick went down low, he had so much better corner exit speed. Oh, but Nick almost tapped the wall. And Alexander Pelican on the inside. Looking to take the lead once again after an early wreck at lap 28. He does get second. And Garrett still is keeping it. He's just... Alex is just really quick in these cars. And Garrett needs to make quick work of Ryan Depew, this lap car. And hope Ryan lets it by. And fights a little. See? That's what Alex did. He used Ryan as a pick. He gets by. Whoa! But Garrett isn't letting off. He's still fighting. And he does take the lead back again. Oh, but Alex comes back on the inside. Nick on the inside trying to make a pass for second. And he gets it for now, but Garrett is fighting back. He isn't. We have a really good race for 1, 2, 3. And I think that... Let's go up to our first place car, Alex, and just watch. Watch these runs that these cars get, but they stall out real easy. That's the issue with these cars. They stall out if you get a run, so. You have a really good battle for 1-2. Third, Garrett of Helminger is laid off just a little bit. I think he used up his tires trying to keep in first place. But Nick coming in on the inside, not letting Alex just steal this lead from him. Nick gonna get the lead back. Oh, not so quick. Alex comes back. $50 to go here, coming to the line. $49 to go here, coming at the line. Sorry, not 50. I think that's Nick's best move, is to push Alex up, because Alex is better at the bottom, I think. Basically same field, but we still do have a good battle for first, second, and third. But Can Dick get up? I mean, Alex has stretched his lead out to almost a second now. So, take you back. You know you're 1, 2, 3 still in the order. Alex, Nick, Garrett will take you back to 4th, who has caught up to Garrett now, so we could see a little bit different 1, 2, 3 here in just a second. Reed Jackson sitting 5th, and Ryan Depew sitting 6th. William Brennan, oh, but unfortunately Ryan wrecked, so we are probably going to get a caution. Why isn't a caution? Oh, but he rolls down on the track. No caution? What? That is weird. It's very weird. There wasn't a caution. Curse to the camera. I pan onto him and that happens. I feel bad for that. And we could have another wreck. What? That smoke. These cars just sound so good. Brian Edwards down to pit road, taking use of those extra tires. Reed Jackson 4th now. Garrett Helminger, who also is coming to pit road, trying to make use of that extra set of tires that I was telling you guys about. Just trying to push it and see, maybe, you know, can I win this race because of this extra set of tires? Could the strategy help? But only if Nick and Alex pit. I mean, so, because I don't think you had to pit for fuel again. You might. I mean, I don't know. Garrett back on track, trying to make use of those extra set of tires like I just told you about. And let's see, yeah, I mean, he is still sitting 3rd. Reed Jackson now on pit road. Brian Edwards might have made a mistake coming onto pit road because he's now sitting 2 laps down. So, oh, Garrett is 1 lap down now, sitting 4th. But our first and second place driver have yet to come down pit road, so are they not gonna? Is that their strategy? Just try to run it out and hope these guys' tires don't. I don't know. I mean, 34 to go. That's still a lot of racing. Does a caution come out? Do these tires just? The fall off. Does our lappers now, because they pitted, do they come around and blow by our leader real easy? But that's, and it does look like William Alexander Pelican is going to come down to pit road, which will lead Nick Gardner, the only one left on the lead wrap. And if I'm him, I'm running it till the absolute last second that I think I can, because I have the lead. With everyone else pitting, and they are a lap down. And I know if I come to pit road, I'm going down a lap. So we'll watch Nick for a minute, see if he comes down to pit road. I'm interesting to see when Nick pits. If he doesn't, does he try to stretch it out because he has the lead? And if anything goes wrong on pit road, does he throw the race away? I mean, he missed a couple races this year, so he needs to, when will really help him in the championship look, and he is coming to pit road, so he needs to have a flawless pit stop, be able to get around Alexander Pelican and Garrett, which with his speed tonight, he's been pretty impressive. And the only one who has been able to give Nick a run for his money is Alex and Garrett there for a second when they had that long run. But other than that, Nick and Alex have controlled this race. Nick for the longer majority because of that early caution brought out by Alex. And he's off. Back to the lead. Alexander Pelican coming around. He's trying to get by to put down Nick. He is going to put Nick down a lap, I think, but I think Nick will get it back due to pit. See. I don't know. Where's Nick pull out? Man, how far are they? Now, Nick doesn't lose a lap. From what it looks like, he's still sitting in the third position. So, I mean, they're almost a half track away, though, now. So, I mean, that's a huge gap that Nick Gardner has to make up and hope for a mistake. And he's almost a quarter lap back from our second place driver at the moment, Garrett Hellminger, with 25 to go. I just don't think that's enough. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. The only other car right now on the lead lap, other than our 1, 2, 3 drivers, are Brian Edwards. Nick is sitting 6 seconds back. And I'd say, the newer tires will help, but they're only 2 or 3 laps newer than our leader, Alexander Pelican. So how much does those 2 or 3 laps really do to the fall off? I mean, I don't know. I think that's something to look at. At 212 here, at almost 1200 RPM. I mean, what are you topping out at? 222. I think that's the fastest I saw. 219, 2-ish. I mean, that's when you are flying through here. So, I don't know. I mean, Nick has already picked up a second on our leader, and lap traffic could play a role, but honestly, it kind of looks like they're just going to roll over due to the situation. Yeah, Nick's now down only 5.8. He was down almost 7. I mean, let's see here, Blimp. Your Chopper. He's coming. Let's see when he passes start finish. We'll wait. Now? Yeah, I think could just be too much. Nick really needs a caution, I think. Well, I don't know. He's caught up to our second place driver, Garrett Helmwinger. And Garrett is pretty far back from our first place driver, Alexander Pelican. But now that Nick is caught up to our second place driver almost, he needs to get in that draft hope to ride with him. They're really not as far back as I thought. 4 or 5 seconds. Nick has made up a huge gap. But does he push these tires just a little bit too much? And that's going to be crucial coming into these last 17 laps. Can Nick catch up to Alex? Because Alex isn't laying off the gas. You know that. You know he's racing for the win. Nick gets by William Brennan. Reed Jackson here, sitting in the 6th position. Or 5th position, I'm sorry. Brian Edwards 3rd. Nick Gardner 3rd. Can he? Yeah, he can't even see our 2nd place driver. They're just barely coming into the... Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I think it's unfortunately that pitting. I mean, but I think he had to. I think this is his only chance. I think he's still. I think he's gonna get 2nd with 12 to go. Oh, he's right on the bumper of Garrett. He gave him a fucking... Oh, nah, sorry, not to cuss. He gave him a hell of a push. Oh, that is risky in these cars. I mean... He gave him one heck of a push. That's scary in these cars. Sorry about my language there. He is right on the bumper, and he was pushing Garrett. I mean, I saw the wheels lift off this car. Wow. 11 to go. Garrett really needs this, too. This 2nd place finish. I mean, I know he's so close to a win. He wants it really bad. I mean, we talked about it last week. He needs one. I mean, but wow. Right on that bumper again. Trying to make a move on the inside. He gets him, but does Garrett come back? I mean, I'm not trying to say that 2 or 3 lap tires are a difference, but that could be the difference in this final position. Nick having the newest tires on the track. I mean, you wouldn't think, 2-3 lap difference, but that could be a difference between a couple milliseconds of a fall off, a couple tenths of a second. So I mean, I hope Garrett is able to find his groove and maybe get that 2nd place back, but this time it looks as if Nick is going to secure that 2nd place position. But we'll take it to the field one last time. Your leader, Alexander Pelican, Nick Gardner. Garrett Helmlinger, your owner of VSRL Sim Racing. Brian Edwards, 4th, who was the last car on the lead lap. Reed Jackson, 5th. William Brennan, 6th. And unfortunately, Ryan Depew, Adam Tips, and Keith Hartley have all suspended their cars for the night and parked them. And we'll bring you back up here to your leader, Alex Pelican. But let's see about this second place battle. Oh, it's getting spicy. I don't want to miss it. We'll bring you back up to the leader with 1 to go. Because he's got a 7-second lead now is what it looks like. Only 4. I just think the tires on Garrett's car, I think, are just shot, unfortunately, and he ran him a little too hard trying to get that second place. But they did have a really impressive battle earlier when they were swapping the lead like candy there for a minute, so that was really cool. 2 to go, coming here at the line. Alexander Pelican has been on a tear this season, guys. I don't think you understand the run Alexander Pelican has had. God, I can't even think about it in my mind. I mean, I know he won one of the doubleheader races last year, then he flip-flopped it with, I want to think, it might have been a 3rd place finish. I can't remember, but I know, I want to think he's won 4 races, maybe 5. If he wins this, which he looking like he's gonna with 1 lap to go, unless something crazy were to happen, I want to think this is Alexander Pelican's 5th win of the season. After an early crash, he comes back and secures the win. Good race. Full race by Alexander Pelican. Made an early mistake, didn't let him deter him, came back and said, look, I messed up. This is my race to mess up and win. And he did. He came back and he showed what he could and did it.
Very, this track's very interesting the way you play with the push.
Look at this here. Teammates here showing off the 1-2 finish. Alexander Pelican with the win. Nice full race tonight. Made an early mistake and came back and showed you were the car to beat. How did it feel out there tonight, man?
Oh, it felt pretty good. Other than my mistake on lap 40 something.
Yeah, it was lap 29. It was pretty early in the race. Just looked like you spun out, and it was pretty impressive, man, to see you come back. I mean, you had to fight your way back through the field. You lost it off pit road when Nick Gardner came back out and beat you off pit road, and after you made that early mistake, he was the car to beat. He led the most laps tonight, I think, and you came back and fought for it. You, Garrett, and Nick had a crazy battle for the lead. About 50 laps to go, and you went by and just all she wrote from there, and then pit strategy, and just really good race. You got anyone you want to thank, man?
I'd like to thank Nick and Garrett for racing me clean there, and you guys for broadcasting this and putting this deal on, and Garrett for running the league. Everybody that shows up week in and week out makes it happen.
Yeah, for sure, man. We appreciate that, and we're seeing you a lot in the booth this season. I'm sure we'll see you again, and we're gonna get Nick Gardner up here and pull you back down, and we'll see you again next week, man. Doubleheader at Sonoma.
Oh yeah.
Nick Gardner, we got you up in the booth, man. Good win, good second place finish tonight. How'd the car feel?
Out front, but behind traffic it was man, it was wicked tight. You definitely had to back the corners up, at the corners. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I had a pretty good time. I wish I could have got the old P1, but at least my teammate. There's 1-2 finish for old dialed in racing.
Yeah, man. You guys were having a really good battle. You, Garrett, and Alex there for a second, and I was pretty impressed because I was told netcode was pretty bad, and you guys were getting here pretty close there, so I was worried about netcode. And
yeah, for sure. I was a little worried about it, but I'm glad it worked out. It was fun. Yeah, I'll take it. And, like I said, it'd be cool to win, but, at least my teammate got it. And, yeah, it was a pretty good night.
Hey, man, nothing to be ashamed of. 3 straight podiums. You won last week. I think you finished third the other race and finished second the other one?
Yeah, 3 straight podiums is pretty good. It just shows that we're consistent. I promise you it won't last long with some road courses coming up because I'm more of an oval guy with these things. But, we'll learn and keep moving forward and doing what we can do here. It's either way, it's fun to be out here and race, and had a blast.
Yeah, man, and I'm being corrected. I thought next week was the doubleheader at Sonoma, but I guess it's Laguna Seca. I thought it was Sonoma. But you got anyone you want to thank?
Just my teammate Alex for always helping me and helping me out, and give me advice when it's time to race, and obviously you guys for putting on the league. This is pretty cool to be a part of, and looking forward to what's in store for the future seasons in this league. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, man. We thank you for your time, and good luck in the real racing world. And we'll see you next week, maybe.
Yeah. As long as my work doesn't conflict with it, normally I do my best to make all these, so I should be able to make it.
For sure. We thank you a lot. We'll pull you back down so you can go talk to Alex.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Garrett, how you doing, man?
what's up, buddy?
How'd that car feel tonight? Third place. Third straight podium finish. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Not at all. Hell of a lot better than I qualified. Qualified dead last.
Yeah, and you and Nick had some really good battles there, and I was commenting on it in the race, but Nick kind of cleared that up. He said when you were in traffic, it was just really tight.
Right. Yeah, whenever you were behind another car, if you were behind another car and you were not running a different line, it was impossible to get through the turn. Really what screwed it, I think, for us was I was all the way back to the first round of green flag pit stops. I short pitted a lap earlier than Nick.
Yeah.
Trying to get a one up on him, and it brought us so close together that we started battling, and I think us battling directly let Alex back into the race because we were about 2.5 seconds up on Alex when the run started, and we just started battling side by side. And Alex got all of his time back and was able to just get by us and set sail. So I think if I would have just, if one of us were able to have cleared the other one and set sail, it would have been maybe a different result. But
yeah, y'all were
Alex drove his freaking ass off, spin and win.
Yeah, I let out an F-bomb on accident because Nick was pushing you for a second and your whole car lifted up, and I was quite impressed, and I might have let out.
Don't worry about that. I did too. I was a little. That moment in time, I saw my podium leave me, but I'd honestly, I'd rather finish third than second. I'm second in points now, but I'm well over a race behind Alex, so it's just gonna take sheer luck at this point to have anything to say about the championship. Unfortunately, Evan wasn't able to make it out tonight. But yeah, I saw the podium leave me for a second. Saw like a 5th or 6th place finish.
Yep, but
one of these damn days, through 10 races, I did not want to have a 4th, 2nd place finish. One of these days, we're gonna put all the pieces together and we're gonna finally get a win. I don't know if it's gonna be in the next 2 weeks because Laguna Seca is gonna be an animal, and then Sonoma, I just flat am not good at Sonoma. And we get 2 Sonoma races, so we'll just take this car, go put it in the back, don't touch it till Homestead, because well, actually that's a lie. Don't want to qualify, and Homestead's, as you know, my worst qualifying track there is. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting rest of the season.
Yeah, I've out-qualified you a few times at Homestead.
Yeah.
But just want to thank anybody, buddy.
Thank you, man. You don't have to take time out of your day to do this, but you do it. Everybody who watched, everybody who raced. A little bit of a low car count tonight, but just it was a on having a.
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get bigger fields. We just need to do some recruiting.
We have the numbers. We just don't have the numbers all at the same time, which is the hard part. Because we have realistically 17, 18 guys. It's just there's one guy misses a week, and it ends up being 4 guys miss a week, and they're different drivers the next week. So it just, we'll start getting the consistent fields again. Through 10 races of a season that I started on a whim, and I started 2 weeks after I thought of it, and the lowest car count through 10 races is 9. That's pretty damn good in my book.
Yeah, I think. It'll come. It's just going to be a little bit, and once
it just gives us a lot better racing because and unfortunately with the ways these cars are, the bigger field you get, the more wrecks you're going to get.
Right.
So I appreciate that these races. Last week we went caution free, 2 Iowa races. Tonight we went 1 caution. I appreciate, and a lot of people, some of the people might not appreciate for what it is right now, but having races like that where you have 3 or 4 cars battling for the win is a hell of a lot better than 5 cars battling for the win on a 15-lap run. Yeah. And there's caution every 15 laps the whole race. So
345 laps, 1 caution.
Crazy. Well, it just shows the quality of drivers we got. We have a really good field of guys. So it's only going to get better from here. I'm looking forward to next week. Laguna Seca, I'm not sure. I've never touched Laguna Seca and the IR-18, but and everything else, Laguna Seca is one of my better tracks. So we'll just have to see how that goes and not get overconfident, and see if we can't piece together a win over these next couple weeks.
Yes, sir. We thank you guys so much for watching. Like Garrett just said, we're a new league, so we're still working out the kinks, and hopefully in the coming weeks we will get a little bit better at broadcasting, get a little bit bigger fields, and thank you so much, and you guys have a great night.